This is the man, the legend himself, the Dissoctor style, the slickster. And I'm telling you right now, the best in professional wrestling is right here, IHWE.
For about 7, 10 years. Y'all all know that's the truth, but I know you're going to get killed. I'm blessed he ain't got killed, and if it wasn't for him, he know some bitch that got me in the Hall of Fame.
Stranded somewhere here between that stinking University of North Texas. And you know something, Mercer? We're all better off without you, and as far as you, Lawrence, you can go home too. Akbar's here, and that's all that matters. And all them stinking bonerigs. You shut up over there.
And welcome everybody to World Class Championship Wrestling. From the legendary Sportatorium in beautiful downtown Dallas, I'm Bill Mercer with Mark Lawrence, and we don't know this guy.
You're talking to Jazz up, but Jazz with a reversal, kick, oh! The Jazz Factor! And
Hello there, sports fans. Matt Bourne here. Or should I say Big John? I mean, should I say Doink? Or should I say Reaper? You know, it really doesn't matter. You know, I've been called so much in my 30 years plus of IHWE.
Ceremony and this Hall of Fame is more important to me and to my husband than any place I've been in the United States. In all places, I tell you the truth, this means more to me than any induction that I have ever been invited to.
The 2014 IHWE Texas Wrestling Hall of Fame. As we converge here this year, not only is it a chance to honor those that came before us, paved the way for us, but it's also a chance to honor those that we broke bread with, that we bonded with throughout the years, that we ran up and down the road with, to present, represent, or reinduct Matt Bourne into the Hall of Fame. We're going to start off with David Fuller, the man that is responsible for all this.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for braving the weather. 6 years ago, this thing started in a warehouse in an industrial park in Fort Worth with a gentleman by the name of the Doctor of Style, Slick. He was our very first inductee, and you know, every time we do this, people wonder why. Why would a 32-year-old guy do this? There's no monetary gain at all. We don't make a dime off this. We put out a lot of expense because we want everybody to have a good time. I do it because I love this business. I want to respect and honor the lineage of this awesome state we have. Jim Ross, a few weeks ago, emailed me I emailed him some questions, and he emailed me some answers. He said some things about some of our Hall of Famers past and present, and I'm going to read those. I'm going to read those to you. Jim Ross states that no other state in the United States has made more contributions to professional wrestling than the state of Texas. That's big. So Jim Ross. As far as Skandar Akbar goes, Jim Ross says Ak was one of my mentors and a beloved individual in my career. He taught me the value of the dollar, to keep one's commitments, and to respect the business. Plus, we've had great debates on the OU versus Texas football rivalry. He was a great historian of Longhorn football. Much of my success I owe to Jim Waybuck. As far as Maniac Matt Bourne, Matt was very underrated inside the ring and on the microphone too. He had natural timing and a solid wrestling skill set. Matt made Doink the Evil Clown his own creation and enhanced the character immensely. I'm not sure I know of anyone offhand that could have done that. He was perfect for that role. As far as Stan the Lariat Hansen goes, this is what JR says. Stan was and is an honorable man who never allowed the business to compromise his principles or character. He's a stand-up man who brought a believability and a ferocity to the ring that few men ever approached. I loved the team of Hansen and Goodish when I first saw them in Mid-South working with Bill Watts. Even though they were an amazing team, one could see that Stan and Frank were going to be huge individual stars, and they were. Terry Gordy was real simple. I asked him about Terry Gordy. His words were this: the best teenage wrestler that I ever saw professionally, a natural and a prodigy. And as far as gorgeous Gary Young, Jim Ross says he was underrated, who was more fundamentally sound than the vast majority of the talents working today. Funny guy too, with a great sense of humor. So that's what Jim Ross said about some of our honorees here and from the past.